Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? I hope everybody is doing well. I don't know, just day after day, just so many things are going on and the world is just a crazy place to live right now. Um, Let me get my glasses on. Hold on a second. Let me get my glasses on and because I'm so blind right now. It's crazy because since I turned 52, I can't like my eyesight is just going. So let me just put this right here. Okay. Okay. So anyway, like I said, when I always come on, you guys can listen to this later on. I just had a few things to say. Just regarding women in general, not only Kylie Rodney and um Eliza Fletcher. I hope I said it right. I always say Kylie's name, Kylie, because my grandkids, they're like K, their names start with K, Kaylani, Kai, or Kai. It's just a bunch of K. So I get Kylie kind of mixed up with their names because they're all my daughter. You know how the kids do that, they name the kids, all the same first letters of whatever their name is, and it's just so when I say Kylie and I'm saying it wrong, Kylie, cool. But I don't mean that, but yeah, it's a really cute thing that I thought that my daughter did, and Kaylee is Kylie, you know. I think those are cute names, and they're easy to spell. I'm always a fan of names that are easy to spell for children because when they start writing their name, they're not writing this long drawn out name. But anyway, what I wanted to say is this. Kylie, Miss Kylie. I don't know if it's just me or does it seem like everybody in this Truckee area is like, I mean, are they on something? Like, is everybody taking something? Is everybody drinking the Kool-Aid? I mean, are they all drinking out of the same cup? Are they all, I mean, it just feels like they're in cahoots with each other. Like I said, the tow truck guy, I don't think that he saw Kylie. I don't, if he saw somebody, it wasn't Kylie. I think Kylie was already gone, you know. So if he saw somebody, it had to be Jagger and Sammy or Jagger and whoever. I mean, that wasn't Kylie. And I really feel like whatever these kids did, whatever they did to her, they got instant karma. Because if this tow truck guy, if there's any truth into what he's talking about, I don't think it was Kylie, but if there's any truth in him seeing them, they're on the side of the road going to help them, and the car wasn't in drive, it was in neutral. I mean, actually, I could see that if you had a dead body in the back, I'm sure well, who knows? I mean, these kids, who knows if they ever killed before? Who knows? Okay, I'm just saying, I could see them if they had a dead body in the back. I could see them out of their minds, like not knowing what to do, like not noticing that the car was in neutral when it was supposed to be in drive because they're trying to figure out where to put this body. And they're just going crazy. Like, I mean, their minds are all over the place. And then they have to call a tow truck. Like, I mean, they have to call AAA. Like, what murderers are gonna call AAA So there'd be a witness to them not knowing how to put this car in gear, or they're stuck on the side of the road. Now there's a witness. Like, but you know what? I just think that they think that they're smarter than everybody else. They think that they have this whole thing planned out. Like I said, they don't think ahead. People never do. People never do. They want to commit murder, but they're not thinking ahead. They're not thinking. They don't have a plan for after you murder. There's no plan. So you got these stupid murderers out here running around, and they don't know what to do with this body. It's in the back. I mean, this is allegedly, and they're going crazy. So I mean, I could see that if this did happen. If it happened, I don't believe that that was Kylie and Jagger. I believe that that was somebody else and Jagger. Let's put our thinking caps on. Somebody else and Jagger. And they're trying to figure out, hey, what can we do? Hey, their minds going all over, racing from 1 to 1,000, and they can't figure out why this car won't start. But yeah, Jagger knows about cars, but is he thinking about that after he has a dead body in the back and the car won't start and everything is falling apart, all these things are going wrong, and so they have to call AAA. Like, who calls AAA? Who calls freaking AAA? So now there's a record of this person coming out, and he has a dash cam, and he's pointing his dash cam at you guys, and all this is on this. All this is being videoed while you guys are thinking that you're smarter than everybody else. Now your plan is falling apart. I mean, it just seems like everybody's drinking the same freaking Kool-Aid, drinking out the same freaking cup. Like, what in the hell is wrong with these people in Truckee? Did they really want to find Kylie? Was it really even that important to find this girl? Like, I don't know if the mom is really all upset because they think that, I mean, people are clout chasing and this and that. I mean, it's just foolishness. It's just a bunch of freaking foolishness. Hey, girl, I do not think that these people should be mad at a group of people because they found your child. Like, that has to be not that can't be right. That can't be right. And then you have people coming out of the woodworks now with all these all these crazy theories about what happened to this child. Like, clearly this child was put in the back of this her own vehicle, pushed into the water. And like I said, they didn't think ahead. So if that is them, if that was them on, calling AAA, like, there's record of all of that. Like, we are getting ready to see, everything is getting ready to unravel. Like, there's a lot of people online just like every day, like, talking about these theories and all this stuff. You guys, this story is getting ready to break. It is. It's getting ready to something is getting ready to blow this story out of the water. And for me, I think it was Kylie herself that is going to solve this crime. Because when they found that car and that baby in the back of that vehicle, these people in Truckee their hearts start beating fast. They thought that they had it. They thought that they had their plan was all together. Nobody was going to ever find her. I mean, they just thought that they were smarter than everybody else. And now look, people are in the hospital and people are lawyering up. Yeah, they're nervous. They are nervous. What happened to you being out in the front and talking to people, telling your story, keeping the story out there, even after she's found? Like, where are you? Everything is crumbling now. Everything is crumbling. So your narcissistic ways, like, that went out the window because now you're nervous. Now you're nervous and you don't know what to do. You guys, this story is getting ready to break. When they found that baby in the back of that vehicle, under that water, when they pulled her out, Kylie's going to tell her own story. When they did that autopsy, you guys know, when just because a person is deceased doesn't mean they're not going to tell a story. The autopsy will tell the story about what happened to this child. And then, guess what? They're going to go straight to the people who did this. I don't care if those police officers, these are the police officers' children, this is the judge's children, these are the prosecutor's kids. The FBI has this now. There can't be that big of a conspiracy to where somebody's not going to get arrested. There's no way they could have this big cover up, because when the FBI gets involved, listen, Chucky, you got to sit down and sit back just like the rest of us and wait. And they're nervous right now, guys. They are nervous. People are leaving town, lawyering up. People are checking in the hospitals. Yeah, yeah. You thought you were smarter than everybody else. When they know, because these kids are different, but they know the streets of the internet. They'll get you every time. These people are smart out here. They're going to investigate. I think some of these YouTubers should be investigators. Some of them are, man. Some of them will find out. You know, they'll find out all kind of stuff just sitting at their computer and not even leaving the house. So for them to think that they were all smarter than the rest of us, foolishness. Foolishness. And I just want to say that this story is going to break wide open. I believe, like, in the next few weeks, they're going to have to come and they're going to have to tell us a lot more than they're telling us now. They're going to have to come tell us. And they're going to come because after the FBI gets through with Truckee, yeah, we'll have our answers. We will definitely have our answers. Um, I just really, I pray for these kids and women and period. I mean, it's just a horrible place to be a child and a woman. I just feel like this world is a bunch of foolishness right now, and we're not safe. And I wanted to say something about Elijah. Am I saying it like Eliza? Miss Elijah, the Elijah. Why do I want to say Ja? I think her name is Eliza. Eliza Fletcher. Um, First of all, ladies, I know that we all, we a lot of us like to exercise. A lot of us like to we would rather do it outside because, hey, it's faster, it's easier. You can get it done, get back to the house and start doing what you're doing. Listen, it's already not safe to even step outside as a woman. We need to be more cautious about our surroundings. I'm not saying stop your life and, um, don't do this, don't do that, or whatever. You still have to live your life. But listen, ladies, think smart. And most of the time, I'm going to tell you, it's the people that you associate yourself with that are going to get you. Most of the time, it will not be a stranger. It will be the people that you think that love you that will terminate your life. Now, I wanted to say this about Eliza. Now, I know the man that they caught, like he has a record, he's done this before, yada, yada, yada. But listen, there is more to this story than just cut and dry. Like they're saying, like there's nobody else. Um, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And if you guys watch the interview with the family, we know about wiping fake tears. We know about looking like people looking like they're crying and they're really not. Watch, you guys got to watch that video and focus on that person that is doing that. We all seen it before. And then another thing, I want to know when this happened, why did the ex-husband move back into the house? That's a little strange to me. Why did he move? He can't. They said, yeah, he as soon as she went missing, he came. And I understand that they have kids, but why would he move into her house with the kids? Like, wouldn't the right thing to do would be to take the kids out of that house and move them, like, you know, live at your own place, like with, I mean, that's why would you move into her place? Like, that ain't make any sense to me. You immediately moved into her house. But there is something sinister going on, just like Kiley. There is something sinister going on with Eliza. I don't think that man, I don't think he was out just riding around and hey, he seen her jogging. No, we're talking about 4 o'clock in the morning when everybody's supposed to be asleep or just getting up for work. You starting your day, you're getting up, starting your day. I think somebody sent him out there. That's what I think. Because how did he know? How did he just run into her jogging at 4 o'clock in the morning? Watch the family standing up there in there, when they come in front of the cameras. Listen, when those cameras come on, it's like action. It's like action. You can't hide it. Like you can't, like the cameras are in your face. Like what you're doing stuff that you don't even know you're doing. And I feel like you're wiping tears that aren't even there. You're acting like, there's all this water flow and nothing's there. There's gonna be more to this story. I promise you. This is not over. It's never that cut and dry. It's never that, we got them. It's over. Let's move on. No, 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 no. They need to start looking at the people that were closest to her, and they're gonna find their answers. I promise you, because when I saw that, I was like, oh, here we go. Here's another one. But I just want to say, ladies, I'm just on here real quick because I gotta get up and take a shower and get my day started. I work at night. I'm a night hawk, so I'm up all night and pretty much most of the morning I'm asleep. So I gotta get my day started before my hubby gets back here. So listen, young women, watch your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings. This world is a crazy place. There are some sick people in this world. And I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not safe. We are not safe. Carry some protection. Carry something to protect yourself because it can happen. It can happen to any of us. So I'm telling you, ladies, protect yourself. I mean, it is so important. I mean, women are coming up missing, children are getting trafficked. I mean, it's just it's a crazy world. You got to keep your eyes and ears open. I'm gonna tell you, people that's they're not people. They're narcissists. They're criminals. They're just anything but a human being. They're monsters. They're looking for women that are by themselves, that are vulnerable, that are looking at their phones, that are not paying attention. You have to pay attention. You have to stay off your phone. Stay off of your phone when you're out in the public doing whatever you're doing because they're going to get you. They're going to get you. They're putting zip ties on the back of people's cars on your I've seen it. They're putting zip ties like around your handle of your like I don't have a handle where you can put a zip tie around my vehicle, but I've seen some of the traffickers. What they do is they put a zip tie on there to let the other traffickers know you're vulnerable. So you got to be careful. Walk around your car in the morning. Like look at your surroundings. See if anybody is out there. Like care you have to be carrying some get some type of protection because there is no reason why we should be hunted by these monsters and have to have our lives taken by these people. These monsters. They're not people. They're monsters. And another thing, your friends, your closest friends will be the ones to do you in. Be careful who you're hanging with. Be careful who you're telling your business to. Women, we have to be smarter. We have to start teaching our young women that this is not a safe place to live. It's not. It's just not a safe place. Earth is not a safe place to live, especially for women and young women. We have to be more careful. I'm just getting sick and tired. I can turn on the news right now, and I mean, there's enough murders on there for me to watch for at least 7 years straight without even seeing a rerun, and that's ridiculous. So pay attention, people. And I promise you, there's going to be a break in the Kiley case. If it was an accident, they would have already said that. We know that. We all know that. And I know everybody's obsessing with going over and over this case and over and over. It's just like everybody's talking about the same thing. Like, I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to wait because there will be a break. And guess what? They're going to jail. Just like I said, they're going to jail. You will spend. I'm trying to think about. Okay, so okay, California, and the way the court system work in California. I am from California. I am from like not too far from Chucky. Um, yeah, the system. We could just only thing we could do is hope and pray that it's gonna work because you never know. I've seen so many people walk out of the courts, and they've killed two and three people in, the court stuff. not work for the victim. But if we all stay in prayer, prayer is powerful. If we all stay in prayer for Kiley and we stand on what we're talking about, what we need to happen to these monsters, because they are. I don't care if you're how old you are. You could be a monster at 2. I don't care. I'm gonna call it like it is. There's no reason that she should have lost her life. She was only 16, and the way they went about that is wrong. She should be here enjoying her life, living a full life like anybody else. But because we have these narcissist monsters walking among us, we don't. It doesn't have a face on it. We never know who could be a murderer. So just watch out. Like I said, watch out for people that are close to you. You always have to question, even if you grew up with these people. Still, you never know what they're thinking. Me, I have no friends. I don't deal with anybody. Yeah, but I'm an introvert too, so it's easy for me to do that. Some people need people around them to function. I don't need that because I'm an introvert. I like being by myself. So I don't need people around me. And so I don't have to worry about, um, if this person is trying to harm me or kill me for my life insurance policies or whatever. I mean, it just could be a variety of freaking things. I mean, women get jealous, men get jealous. Um, you never know who it is and what they're thinking, and when your time is coming. You could give birth, and that could be, you know, as soon as your child gets to the age where he can overpower you, it's over. You can adopt a kid. You just never know. They could get with their friends. Somebody could meet, a boy can meet a girl, and they can put this plan together to be together forever, and they're plotting on your life. You just never know. Hey, honey, how are you? I was just in here venting. I am just venting. I wanted to go over some stuff. I really care about, our women, our young women, because we need to stay in this world. They need us. The world needs us. I'm not saying we don't need men, but I believe we need the women. Women empowerment is so important, ladies. We have got to start watching our surroundings. Please watch the people you're with, watch the people you're talking to, watch who you're telling your business to, watch and be careful about showing your things online, your address, where you live at, like, what kind of car you drive. Be careful about showing that stuff. These people are getting smarter and smarter, and we have to outsmart them. We have to be smarter than them. We have to stay a step or two in front of them, because you could just be online. You could be a YouTuber, whoever, and you could be outside your house and accidentally your address shows. Boom, they know where you live at. I mean, there's all kind of ways that these people get information to try to get to us. So just be careful. Just really, really, really be careful. Um, I just can't express that enough. I'm just so tired of seeing like kids are getting kidnapped, trafficked, women are disappearing, domestic violence. Like, we really have to start thinking about, hey, maybe you just might have to raise your kids alone, because definitely I'm seeing a lot of domestic violence cases. They're not turning out that great. They're killing not only you, your kids, and whoever else is around. They don't care. Whoever else pissed them off. Through 2022, 2021, I've seen more murder, suicides, and just, I mean, I can't believe how many men are just not only killing the women, but killing all their kids too. So ladies, we need to think about who we are getting ourselves in relationships with, because these people are not good people. And it's okay to be by yourself. It is. It's really okay to be by yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, people do it all the time. You don't need somebody to make you a whole person, because this world is a bunch of foolishness. It is. It's a bunch of foolishness right now. It's just not safe. And I work at night, and every time I go out the door, I'm just like, because I have to go out the door. I have to walk around the corner to where my car is at. And like my driveway is in the back of my house where it's really dark at. And every day, I'm just like, oof, anybody could just jump out from anywhere. There's bushes, and then, it's just a dark place. And right now, like, I'm looking for just a different setup, because I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. It just gives me the heebie jeebies. And, I make sure that I click my car light up. So I click the clicker so that everything will light up, because it's so dark back there. But, anybody can jump out of anywhere and do God knows what. So you have to be on your toes at all times. And it's just not fair. It's not fair to us, but this is the world that we live in. I got I was reading the our little post for what the city I live in. I was reading, like our little news post. They post up like, everything that's going on like around you and stuff. So I open up the post, just looking at it and reading it. And then I read that it says 68-year-old man arrested for child porn, and you know um, I don't know what he did. I don't know if he kidnapped a young girl, but they found him with a 14-year-old or whatever, right? So I come to find out, I look at the guy's name, and it's my neighbor right directly across the street from me. We both live on the corner. I see him every day. It's my neighbor. They arrest him for trying to come in contact with the 14-year-old. I don't know exactly what happened. I think that somebody uh, told the police that, he was into this kind of stuff, so they started investigating him. So they kind of just put it in position where, you know, they could see it, where he was going to go meet this 14-year-old, and they were going to have sex and all this stuff. And, you know, he was actually talking to a police officer, thank God. And he thought she was 14. So, I mean, you just never know who you're living around. Yes, you guys, just ladies, I am so worried about us. If I had a place for us all to go, you know what? I think it'd be safer for us to just all leave the I'll leave all the criminals here, and then we just all go somewhere else, because it's just not safe. I couldn't even imagine bringing a newborn into this place. I see all the cute babies all the time. I'm just like, oh, this world is so crazy. I mean, how old is that baby gonna grow to get? Are you is it or is this child gonna be able to make it to an adult? Look at Kiley. Like, who knew that she wasn't gonna make it back home? Like, she left with her friend. Like, and why did her friend make it home and she didn't? Why did Sammy make it home and she didn't? Why did everybody else make it home but her? It makes you sick inside to even think about why would these young people, why would they not even think twice about committing murder? And I'm going to say young people because I'm 52. These are kids to me. And whatever happened to this child, those people around her did this to her. There was nobody else. Who else? People are like, oh yeah, there were some adults at the party too. I bet. I bet there was a lot of adults at this party. But why did you have to ask yourself, why did everybody make it home but her? Because somebody plotted on her life. They plotted this out, they planned it, and they executed it. And then you get in front of the camera and there's no emotion. There's no emotion. Did you guys, I seen less crying and sobbing and, you know, these people are narcissists. There's no emotion anywhere. If this was my friend, I would barely be able to get in front of a camera and speak. If I grew up with this person, I would hardly be, it would be hard to get anything out of me. It would be just like my sister. But these people are just talking like, this is just something regular and normal. And this girl was drunk and she probably was drunk driving. And, that's what she gets. She's probably in that water somewhere. But like I said, you see that instant karma. This AAA guy, if there is any truth to any of that, I don't believe that that was Kiley, but it could have been Sammy, or somebody else. Who knows? But if that happened, you have to ask yourself. That's why there is no perfect murder. There's no perfect murder, even though that there's no cameras out there. Guess what? Instant karma, because you guys were too messed up, freaking out because Kiley's in the back of the car. If this is what happened, you guys are so freaked out. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. You can't put the car in gear. You're not thinking straight. You don't know where to go. There's people around. They're like, where are we gonna put her body? I don't care if Jagger knows about cars or whatever. When you're in that situation, you're not thinking about, oh, I know about cars. This car won't go, so let's just look at. No, your mind is racing, so you're not knowing what's going on. They're probably arguing back and forth about what are we going to do with her. You want to put her in this lake, but you can't figure out how to get this car going. And then the AAA guy comes and you acting weird, so he's wondering what the hell is going on with you. But he doesn't know if it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday himself. So, who freaking knows what that's all about. But whoever did this, they're going to jail. There's no perfect murder. And I hope that you're in jail in your head already. Because there was no need for none of this. This is foolishness. You don't just get jealous and kill people. And you're too young to have girlfriends and boyfriends because you guys can't handle it. I think that video was disrespectful that Jagger snuck and how he videoed Kiley. I think that was disrespectful. It's disrespectful to her. It's disrespectful to her family. because whatever she was on, because I believe that Kylie was high that day. Jagger probably was high too. He gave her something. Like they probably smoked some weed. I don't know. But she was not like, you see her, she, when they were hugging, she got kept her head down. Like she was high. Like I've been high. Like I know what it feels like to be high. And some of us can act normal, and some of us it just overpowers us. And I just think that that was disrespectful. And I think he's a disrespectful person. He says the most disrespectful things. Just the craziest stuff comes out of Jagger's mouth, and you're just like, why would he say that? Oh, she probably was drunk driving, and yeah, if you've seen her, you know, let us know. Call me. She's a drunk. She's an alcoholic. She's a drug addict. Yeah, but she didn't get to the party till late. And you guys, it took you all of 2 hours, 2.5 hours to figure out how this thing was going to go because they had to get up enough nerve to do this. So I do believe they probably did drug her. They probably put, because they had to get her to where she wasn't going to fight back. Because listen, from growing up out there, Kylie, I know she wasn't no joke. This girl knew how to run, jump, hide, drive a car. I mean, she could probably start a fire with a twig from growing up out where she grew up at. If she was alive in that car, you could best believe she would have got out. These are the things, the survival things that you go through, from growing up out there. She don't know nothing else but survival stuff. So why wouldn't you think, why would people think that, oh, okay, the car's thinking, I'm gonna climb all the way in the back because there's a bubble. For what? When the window is all the way down. The window on the passenger side was all the way down. She would have got out. This girl grew up out there. And why not get out? There's a window open. Go out, get out the window. You think she's going to climb through the back when the window is open? Come on. That makes no fucking sense. They put her in the back of that car. They killed her, put her in the back of that car, and they pushed that car into the water. That's what they did. And we're going to find out who did it. And Truckee, hey, too bad for your kids, okay? Because they wanted to go out and, premeditate a murder and think that they could get away with it. Police officers' kids, judges' kids, prosecutors' kids, you know, all these attorneys that are, living out there. It sucks. It does. It sucks for you guys. But these are the children that you're raising. You're raising narcissists. That's why they don't care. Narcissists don't care. They're just going to do whatever and think they're going to get away with it. And nobody's going to ever know. Like that lady on TikTok's voice. Nobody's going to know. Yes, that's what they believe. And I see that everybody's kind of picking on, Kylie's mom. We don't know what this lady's going through. I mean, we can't judge people, not people that are losing these children. I'm sure she didn't mean for her daughter to go out there and for somebody to kill her. And who cares if she went out to get food while her daughter was missing or whatever. She has to eat. Like, I don't think that that's a big deal. Some of this stuff, people are just trying to create content, I guess, and they want people to watch. I don't know, but some of this stuff is just foolishness. Some of this stuff is straight foolishness. Even though I think her mom's a cougar, I think the mom's boyfriend is a lot younger than her. But hey, that's cool with me. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, these people are gonna get caught. Yeah, so I hope they are checking themselves in hospitals, lawyering up, and doing everything that makes you look guilty. Because while you're running around doing all that, we're all watching and we're all talking about it. And you can run, but you can't hide. So I don't care if you go to bumfuck Egypt, you're gonna get prosecuted and you're going to jail. At least your parents can still visit you in jail. Kylie's parents have to go to a graveyard. And I'm sure they haven't even buried their child yet. That probably hasn't even happened yet. So they're probably still waiting to do that because of the investigation that's going on. Yeah, it sucks, right? Yeah, well, that's what happens when you become a criminal. It sucks. So I hope they're watching. I hope they're listening. And I hope they listen to this because I know for a fact that when we were doing the Cal City story about the two little boys that went missing from Cal City, I know for a fact that those two narcissists were watching. They were listening. They were watching because they're narcissists. They want to know. So they were listening and they were watching. And I told them, you're going to jail. It might not be the next day, but you're going to jail. So, let's just get ready. It might take a couple of weeks or whatever. They can prolong this as long as they want to, but it's going to come out. They cannot keep all this information from us. And trust and believe, if she drowned, if she had water in her lungs, they would already told us. It would be so simple. It would be so simple. But that's not what happened. They chose to go out and commit murder that night. I believe they planned it because there's no way that my best friend is going to leave me at a party full of 400 people. It's dark out there. I mean, come on. Why would you leave her there? I'm not saying that you did it, but you left 10 minutes. You were there, what, 10 minutes you say? You left with your boyfriend and you just left her there with who? Sandy? That's somebody that's not her friend, that doesn't even like her. And you're going to let Sandy narrate this story? You're going to let her tell this story and you're not going to say anything, but you grew up with her? You don't have anything to say? You guys are sitting there letting Sammy spin the story and tell what happened. But I'm just so glad that she said I'm the last one that was with her. All you have to do is listen. All you have to do is listen. And you are going to figure out what happened. Because they're going to talk. They're going to think they're smarter than everybody else. When the whole time, the more you talk, yeah, the more we're going to start figuring out what happened. 1 + 1 = 2. We all know that. 2 + 2 = 4. And eventually it all comes together. So guys, I gotta go over here. I gotta run and get some stuff. And I get back. Because work is, I don't know why this time goes by so fast. I get back to work. Work just seems like it just comes. You come home, go to sleep, and I get up, do a couple things, and back to work. So anyway, we could chit chat probably tomorrow. I had a listen. I just did a big move, so I moved from Seattle to New Jersey. So I've been here since April now. So I am a lot of my stuff got broken. I don't know what went on in that moving truck, but be careful who you choose to move you to because yeah, I don't believe it was broken. I believe that it walked off, with some of my other stuff, but like my computers and stuff. So I'm in the process of getting some new stuff going on. So you guys can start, I can come on camera because right now I'm just on my laptop. So we gotta get the computer together. So we will chat again tomorrow. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Remember what I said, like ladies, be safe. Be safe, please be safe. And we'll talk again tomorrow. Keep your heads up. Stay off your phones. Okay? And if you always say a kind word to somebody, just, hey, even if it's hello, you never know what, you could do to somebody's life. Maybe they're going through something in their head. Be kind to people because we need more of that in the world. It's just too much foolishness, hatred, and, you know, we shouldn't be going through that. I remember when this world was a different place when we could let our kids play outside. It was safe to jog down the street. It's just not that safe anymore. But still, be kind to people and treat people how you want to be treated. Okay? And God bless, and I'll talk to you guys again. And you guys have a good day.